Welcome to our final destination on this summer German road trip, Berlin, Germany. We're splitting this video into two parts, with the second part coming next week. You'll see why later in this video. So far, we've visited Frankfurt, Gothenburg, Europa Park, and Munich. Unfortunately, the first couple of days in Berlin didn't go to plan, but we are joined by a very special guest in this video. No! Before all of that, we need to actually get to Berlin. So, let's hit the road and get started.
Howdy! We have a big travel day ahead of us today, so we go need some snacks.
We have to do this because we forgot that everything's closed on a Sunday and it's actually also a bank holiday today. So.
And there's a marathon.
So, train snacks it is.
Our first step today is to get from the city centre all the way out to the airport. It's $12.50 each, one way, in case you're wondering.
When you wear them, you feel like the blind mice. You now have the white
God.
But we're not flying today. We're picking up a brand new 2003.
2003. Brand new 2003. Toyota Tacoma.
A brand new rental car to hit the road. Our original plan was to get the high-speed train from here in Munich all the way up north to Berlin, but it was €150 each way. I don't know about you, that's a hard pass. That's a no thank you. Plus, we love driving from Frankfurt to Gothenburg and then on to Munich. Even if it was a little dodgy at some points, you know, the autobahn can be a bit unpredictable, let's say. So we decided, let's just continue the road trip. We were having fun, let's just keep it going.
Beer.
I was following the thing, so it's 32. I was following the thing, it was like 18, 19, 20 thing. Got to 26. Next number, 85. Eventually.
If you've seen our last video, you're probably thinking, wasn't the car rental place on the same street as your hotel? Yes, it was. But it was also an extra €150 to rent it from there. So again, hard pass, hard no.
Oh no.
Hello, Snap!
Last night, we looked up on Google to see if there was anywhere we could have a little stop off en route to Berlin. We noticed that we had to pass through Nuremberg and Leipzig, however you say it.
Leipzig.
And decided we'd see how we were feeling when driving the next day. And it's the next day, but how do I say this? We're just too hungover to do either. We actually ended up meeting this German couple in the Hopper House last night. And we made the foolish decision to try keep up drinking with them. Big fat mistake. So, this morning we woke up super hungover, and it forced us to have an extremely late start to the day. So, that's a no-go. We did, however, stop off at probably the only Lidl in Germany that is open on a Sunday. Also, it's about a 6-hour drive from Munich to Berlin, and we have about 3 to 4-ish hours of daylight left, so we need to get some miles in ASAP. Why did I sound like a man saying ASAP? For people who have seen some of our Germany series so far, you'll know exactly what Finn is trying to do here.
Will I get it? Will I get it? Is that just me or is it going really slow?
Yeah.
It feels really slow. Ready?
Oh, I won't show it.
Proud of myself.
We put the camera away for the last couple of hours on the autobahn because it got pretty dark pretty quick and we got pretty scared pretty quick. Thankfully though, at 24 years old, or should I say 24 years young, we got some Disney music to get us through it.
We dropped the car off at Berlin Airport. As I said earlier, it's just way cheaper dropping and collecting from airports instead of in the centre of the city, and then sprinted through the airport as quick as we could, as there was only about 20 minutes left until the last metro line into the centre of Berlin. Also, night driving with heavy rain on the autobahn didn't seem like the best idea at first, but honestly, it went alright. It was pretty good, if I do say so myself. I feel like a bit of an expert on the autobahn now.
What time is it, kiddo?
Before.
What?
12 before.
I swear to God, I was so tired. I thought that thing ahead of you said Bali.com.
Oh god.
A long, successful travel day completed. Easy. But we are so ready for bed. So we will see you tomorrow for our first impressions of Berlin. Guten Nacht. Or whatever it is. Good night. See you tomorrow.
1, 2, 3.
I'm in so much pain.
What is it?
Oh, it's the. I'm sending for that.
There's your bed.
Good morning. Guten Morgen. Okay, so we have good news and we have bad news. The bad news is that since finishing up filming last night, Finn has been really, really sick and is still not feeling the best. But the good news is that Finn's sister flew in from Dublin to explore Berlin with us over the next couple of days. Fionn, how do you feel in this moment?
Scheiße.
Hi Abby.
Hello.
Welcome to the vlog.
Apparently I'm Fion's twin, but I don't think so.
You go. Lucky for you guys, because Finn isn't well, you're going to be getting a lot of Megcam today. You really didn't miss much. We just strolled around, chilled out a bit, and made some big plans to continue tomorrow.
The weather's nice now.
How do you feel now?
Better.
Much better?
Yeah. The
Shall we-
video starts tomorrow.
Shall we continue the vlog?
Tomorrow. Mañana.
What?
Can you not agree that this is the most beautiful
not
table
the
we've ever
biggest
seen?
table.
Show the table.
Plate of food I've ever seen. I don't even eat fish.
It's all veg. That's the most beautiful thing.
Yoo-hoo! She doesn't like the camera.
You're wearing a nice dress.
I'm your sister after all. I take one of you because you're never in it. Sorry, the angles. I'm getting really into this. Sorry. Is this even recording? Oh, it is. Never mind. Okay, guys. Oh, this even looks better from the side.
You have to move.
Fiona's a literal child wearing
Abby can.
a crusty burger top, and he's looking at me and it's stressing me out. But we're at the Brandenburg Gates, but most importantly, the TV tower. How do I zoom it in? This one. Yeah, you ready for it? TV tower. So anyway, reporting live from
Abby can.
Abbey Cam in Berlin.
TV tower.
But TV tower most importantly. You can't even see it. Like, it's so insignificant, but it's actually the best thing I've seen since sliced bread. Anyway. That's all for the vlog. Oh my god, this is like a minute long. Jesus, that's boring.
Alrighty, let's try this again. I'm still not feeling 100%, but we're running out of days now, so we're powering through. We started the morning off by going to this Insta Cafe, which, to be honest, was a bit meh. Can't recommend. High prices, below average food. We've kind of noticed this with like these Insta Cafes that, to be honest, they're cool to look at, but the food is usually pretty But the girls did get some cool pics. That was a video of me nearly dying. Oopsies. When looking up things to do here in Berlin, we noticed there's a lot of museums. Like a lot. We definitely don't have time to visit them all, so we prioritize a few over the next few days, starting with arguably probably one of the most important ones here in Berlin.
The Holocaust Museum was built in 2005. Germany's goal with this memorial was to honour the victims of the Holocaust, keep alive the memory to educate future generations, and warn future generations to never violate human rights again. There are 2,711 stone concrete slabs, and they are rectangular in shape with sharp lines. Marian Marzinski, a Holocaust survivor, suggests that the slabs resemble architecture of the Hitler regime.
Oh, I want the pink one.
Shocker. I'm assuming most of you watching know this, but for people who don't, bear with me. In short, again in short because I'm not a historian, don't go giving out to me in the comments if I get something wrong. I'm just summarising here. In 1961, a wall was built to separate Berlin into two parts, East Berlin and West Berlin. East Berlin was controlled by the Soviet Union and West Berlin was controlled by the United States, Britain and France. Over the years, many tried to cross the border into West Berlin to escape Soviet control, with more than 100 people being killed in what was known as No Man's Land, which was pretty much the small piece between West and East Berlin. The wall stood for over 28 years before it was demolished by the people of Berlin in November 1989. Okay, history lesson over. I hope I got most of that right. If not, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. I'm sure you'll slate me in the comments if I got something wrong. But that is a small overview for people who don't know.
Megan. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool. Pretty lifelike. This is not worth €22. We thought that it was like animation or something, but it's just like a large wallpaper. Pretty cool, but it was 22 for us to come in here.
Which
Was the cost of the sushi we had last night, which was amazing. The food in Berlin.
Also, we're finished and we've been here for about 10 minutes.
No, not even.
And that's, so like you're looking at like €2 a minute.
€2 a minute, yeah. Like this is cool, but
I feel like your money could go a lot further here. Especially with sushi. What do you think, Abs? What do you think?
it's really cool. I want to go upstairs.
We should also mention that the 180 wall also does like a mini show every 10 or so minutes. It was fun to see. To be honest, we couldn't really understand or figure out what was going on. We're assuming it has something to do with trying to portray what life was like when Berlin was divided in two, but honestly, we don't know. Still pretty fun to see though.
Frankreich und England. Ich möchte hinzufügen, Staatsgrenze am Brandenburger Tor errichtet wird. Ich verstehe Ihre Vorgeschichte. Wichtig, dass die Bauarbeiter in der Hauptstadt hauptsächlich mit Wohnungsbau arbeiten, der Hauptstadt den ja mobilisieren, um eine Mauer aufzurichten.
I just go like this. Nearly touched the Berlin Wall.
There's a really good free museum right opposite this part of the wall. Totally recommend it. To be honest, I wish we knew about it before spending €22, but what can you do? Also, it has a really nice seating area just to get out of the heat for a sec. If you've been to Europe, you'll know the feeling of walking 20, 30, sometimes even 40,000 steps a day in 30-degree heat. It can get really tough sometimes. That sounded so privileged, didn't it? Oh god. Anyway, it's time for dinner. We were absolutely obsessed with the sushi place from last night. So much so that my sister wanted to go again tonight. I couldn't really eat still, so I didn't really care. But Megan really wanted to try somewhere new. So we decided there's only one mature way to settle this.
Go.
Okay, wait.
Go.
Okay, so it's rock, paper, scissors, and then go. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah! Covering my eyes is worth it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, our drinks are here. My pina colada looks beautiful. Thank you.
By the way, if you want to see more from us during the week, just check out our Insta stories, or if you haven't already, check out our YouTube shorts for more shots like this.
Oh my god, wow.
This is serious.
I do record now.
This is serious. Wow, Megan, that looks amazing. Oh my god, the name is so white.
Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to mention the name of this place. It's called Hoongy, or at least that's how we pronounce it. Hoongy. The food is insane. I mean, it's so good. And the prices for Europe, not too bad, honestly. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I just remember it being a lot more reasonable than I expected it to be. If sushi isn't your thing, I would still recommend to look this place up just for its location, because on the same street is full of restaurants that look just as good.
Voila.
You let her go.
I showed you my part.
No, see, this is why you only want to do it.
No, I do want you to. I do. She is good.
No,
I want you to.
I showed
want
my
you to-
party trick earlier about that.
Oh, it's a fair point. Come on, please. It is good. It's so good. It is
Wasting
good.
your SD card space.
You're worth it.
Thank you.
Ah,
That actually is really good. Like, you have it perfect where like it gets to here, it's like slow motion.
Please
and then
do.
swings back.
Please do.
My cameraman if you missed it.
yeah, that's fair enough. Please do. I beg you.
Voltage is not mine.
Well done. That's good.
You little Berliner, you. Guys, I'm sorry for the mess of this vlog. Just, it is what it is.
It's your fault.
Shut up.
Okay guys, we're gonna finish this up here. Again, we're sorry for just the mess of this video. It was a mixture of my sister coming, me being sick, a new city, everything. Just, we didn't know what was going on. But in part 2, I feel much better. We get to explore and taste a lot more of Berlin. So we will see you next weekend for part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Oh, what a mess.